Hello, everybody. So today's lesson is an addition regrouping lesson for third graders. So I want to go over the objectives for today's lesson, but first, if you do have the Nearpod lesson, you can open it up and follow along. You'll see prompts just how I do on mine, but if not, that is totally fine. You can watch this just as a flipped video classroom as well. So the first objective is that we will be able to recognize and show regrouping using symbols for tens and ones. The second objective is we will be able to recognize and show regrouping using the standard algorithm for addition. And our last objective is we will be able to solve addition regrouping problems with 2 digits in them. So let's start by looking at this. There's some symbols we need to know when we are going to be solving our regrouping problems. We have seen these symbols before in my third grade room. Right here, this is a 1. It's a square by itself. Sometimes we'll just draw a little dot like this too. Those are both 1s. And then we have our 10s right here. I have 2 10s, which would be 20 total. And then you could also draw it yourself. A big line is a 10 like that. Something to remember, 10 ones, 10 red dots like this is the same thing as 110. So if I count up 10 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I can take these 10 ones, all the 10 of them that are inside there, they are equal to one of these, 110. Because this is 110, this is also 10 ones, which are both 10. So that's what we're going to be doing today in some of our problems. Let's watch this video.
Let's do the first example. 26 plus 18. First, we show 26 and 18. 26 has 2 10s and 6 1s. 18 has 1 10 and 8 1s. We add the 1s to make a 10. We are left with 14. So 14 is broken into 10 and 4. Regroup 10 ones for 110. We're left with 4 ones. We put 4 in the ones place, and we regroup the 1 into the tens place. Then we add 1 plus 2 plus 1, which equals to 4. The answer for 26 plus 18 is equal to 44.
Okay, so if you're following along, you would have also seen this pop up as well. Why did the tens column get an extra 1 at the top that wasn't there at the start of the problem? So when they were adding them together, they started by adding their ones cubes together. They noticed that there was 14 total. They took 10 of those 14 and they made it an extra 10. They regrouped, that's what it's called, and made 10 ones into 110. So they put it up top. Awesome.
4. Let's try another example. 35 plus 29. First, we add the ones. 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. 14 is made of 4 ones and 1 10.
All right, so where did the 1 in 14 go? Is it above the tens column or is it in the answer for the ones column? So we have to remember that we can only put one number down there in that answer with the ones column. So we're going to put the 4 from 14 down there and the 1 up top in the tens, because if we had 14 ones there, we could take 10 of them and make it an extra 10. So we're putting 1 extra 10 in our tens column. So above the tens column.
Then we add the tens. 1 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 6. 35 plus 29 equals 60.
It equals 64. Awesome. So here's some problems right here. Solve each problem using regrouping. watch me if you need help. So what I mean is you can watch me right now if you need some help as you're following along. So let's start on this one on the left. We start in the ones column. Let's draw what we have. I see 7 ones to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I also see 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. I know that 7 plus 3 is, here's my 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 total right here. Let me circle all 10 of these because I just learned that if I have 10 ones, that equals, it's the same thing as one of these extra 10s. So I'm going to get rid of these guys. I'm going to cross them out. And I'm going to say now I have this one instead. Because I have no more ones, I just crossed them all out. I have 0 ones. And then right here is my 1 extra 10 that goes in my tens column. So now if I solve my tens column, I have 1 plus 2, which is 3, plus 3 more, which is 6. And I can draw it. I have 2, and then I also have 3 in there. And then I have my extra 1 as well over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like I said. Let's look at this next one right here. So let's start in the ones column. I see 6 and 8. So I'm going to draw it right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When I have this many, it looks like I have plenty more than 10. I need to first count up if I have 10 so I can see if I can regroup them in this problem. So here's 6 right here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Here's 10 if I circle those ones, pull them aside. I'm going to, instead of keeping them as ones, I'm going to change them to now be one of these guys, 1, 10. So when I did that, how many ones do I have left over? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are still out here. And I got 1 extra 10. So I have to put my extra 10 up there. Now 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 more is 8 in my tens column. So my answer here is 84. All right. So this is what regrouping lets us do. It lets us solve a lot bigger problems. Now is time for a quiz. So if you're doing this on your own, go ahead and do it on your own without me doing it with you. But if you want to watch me do it, here I go.